So when I started writing, when at first I discovered, okay, I'm a writer, and I would schedule some time throughout the day for writing. So in my teenage years, those hours of writing were usually after dark. So when the house was completely quiet, I would write through the night and be exhausted the next day for school. But it was, hey, I'm working. I'm working on my art. So it was a pretty well organized process where around 10, 11, I would sit at a writing desk with a snack. I had a special taste for Danish dense cookies. So I wrote through the night maybe 2-3 times a week, because obviously I did need some sleep at some point. And then for the editing part, I met with my aunt, who was and still is a fabulous literature and French teacher in Port-au-Prince, and also with one of my literature teachers at the school I attended for my teenage years, Saint Rose de Lima in Port-au-Prince. Nowadays, my process has become a little bit more disorganized in terms of timeline. Because I wear so many hats, I never know what my day will look like until maybe that very day in the morning or late the night before, between doing some editing for the publishing house and working with my husband at Logan Masterworks, where we run a guild of writers, translators, and artists. It's been difficult to have a specific moment in the day where I'm writing. So a process for me has to do mostly with the way I organize my writing once I get a chance to actually sit down and work on it. I think about it as a skeleton at first, where I know what I want the story to be organized. So where it's going to start. If you think about the bones, of course, the score would be where it starts, and then going down with all the different bones for the limbs. Then I go back and I start fleshing out the piece. So the first draft is terrible. I mean, there's no rhythm. There's no. I use the word "thing" a lot. There's no vocabulary, a careful vocabulary choice. I just write what I have to say. Then I go back and we start now putting some flesh, right? Some flesh, some muscle here and there. I start working on the piece at sentence level, where I care about great transitions. I go back and I fix the grammar. I work, of course, on the organization a little bit more.